Hey guys, welcome in to my channel. Welcome to my channel. I am Des and it's very lovely to have you all here. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A so you can get to know me because I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to find my audience and I want my audience to find me. So the only way to do that is to put myself out there so people can gravitate to my character, people that resonate with me. I want a audience that gets me. It's very important that I have an audience that gets me. And that's the plans for today. My lips are so dry. No, that's more like it. Much better. You know, I just woke up and I took my hair out of like this scrunchie. And this is how it looks. I'll be answering the Q&As, you know, giving a little bit of my personality in between. And then, yeah, we just go from there. Okay, so we'll start the questions off from simple and then they'll get more complicated, meaning they'll need deeper answers. So the first question is, what is your favorite color? Okay, so I have a favorite color, but I have two favorite colors. So my favorite colors are black and purple. Purple first and then black. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie, and it's always been my favorite movie since I was young, is Love and Basketball. That would be my favorite movie. Like, I would still watch it over and over until whenever. Like, I would just watch it and I would never get bored of watching that movie. What is your favorite animal? Well, I mean, it doesn't say insect, it says animal, but if I had to pick like one living creature, that's my favorite thing, it would be a butterfly. I think that butterflies are my favorite because when I think about animals, it makes me think of, I'm not scared of the lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of. It makes me think of like a ferocious, like, not ferocious, but like an animal. So I'll say my favorite insect is a butterfly because I like the fact that butterflies go through this whole process before they transform. So they'll be a caterpillar, then they go into a cocoon. While they're in the cocoon, no one sees them. They're just in there doing that thing, and then bam, they fly out with some beautiful wings. And I feel like I'm much like a butterfly. A lot of my friends know that when you don't hear from me, I'm probably growing or something, because I'm in this habit of like blocking people out while I grow or while I focus on me or just elements of growth, things I need to do. But if I had to pick an actual animal, I really like tigers. Tigers are, and I don't really have a reason. I just think that the beautiful, the strong, the just, I gravitate towards tigers for some reason. So yeah, butterflies and tigers. In terms of the butterfly, I literally feel like I said, I'm a butterfly. I go through these stages that butterflies go through. I started off just as simple, like a caterpillar, and then life be life. And so while life's lifing, I willingly put myself into a cocoon. And I do tend to isolate from family and friends while I'm going through it, or when I'm just in this situation in general. And then I just come out better than ever. And they're like, where have you been? I see you graduated. It's just how it is for me. Okay, this next question is, do you prefer tea or coffee? So right now, I am drinking a detox tea with honey. So I guess I do prefer tea over coffee. What is your favorite thing to do in your free time? In my free time, my favorite thing to do is to write poetry, read, or make music. And sometimes I like to sketch. So just all things that kind of help me free my mind a little bit. I see free time as a way to sort of express myself. And so I gravitate towards things that I enjoy doing. And I often find joy in the simple things like writing poetry, reading a book, making music, drawing, coloring, anything creative. That's what I do in my free time. How tall are you? I am 5'5". Even though I feel like I might have grew like a half an inch, so I might be like 5'6". But last I checked, I was 5'5", and I don't think that I'll be growing anymore. I've been stuck at this height for ages now. What is your idea of a dream date? I'm such a simple person. I think that the simplest things matter. So for me, it will be like sitting under the moonlight, you know, having a very romantic dinner, getting to know one another, maybe discussing future plans. That's the thing that would draw me in, is someone who is in touch with themselves mentally and emotionally and are able to relay this verbally. And to me, that like literally would be the ideal date. Just the simplest things. Just take me outside. We don't have to do anything. Like, we could just do something so simple. We could literally just enjoy the moonlight, hold hands, or maybe like one of those, you know how they play like the movies outside in like the car parks. I don't think I've seen that in the UK, but I feel like they used to do it, or they do it somewhere. But I know in America and in other places they do it. Which brings me to my next question. Where am I from? Because I know a lot of people are probably wondering, what is that accent? I can't quite put my finger on it. Because British people think I sound American, and American people think I sound British, but I'm from Bermuda. So it's a Bermudian accent. I'm from Bermuda, but I live in the UK. What is your favorite Netflix show? So out of all the shows, I mean, it's so sad that I have to only pick one show, because I have so many shows that I gravitate towards. But if I had to pick one, I'll say it's Suits. I could like watch that over and over. I love law shows that are interesting. You know what I mean? So Suits is like legit my favorite show, hands down. If I had to pick one next in line, I would say like Grey's Anatomy. But yeah, I love those types of shows. If you could change one bad habit of yours, what would it be? Okay, this is where it starts to get a little deep. I would say a habit that I would like to change about myself is always feeling like I need to over-explain things so that I'm not misunderstood. Because over-explaining them makes me misunderstood anyway. Or then I just feel like I done too much to explain too much to someone who don't care, or you know, I'm giving energy that I don't need to be given. Like, I could have just kept it simple. Sometimes being simplistic or keeping it simple is better than making things overcomplicated. But I think where people misunderstand me is that I over explain so that they don't misunderstand me. And I know that sounds confusing, but I hope someone out there understands and gets where I'm coming from. I'm in a stage in my life where I'm just starting to be unapologetically myself. So it's helping. Because it's like, I don't feel like I need to explain anything to anyone. Like, if I want to explain, I'm going to explain. But other than that, I'm not going to explain anything to anyone who doesn't deserve it, that type of energy from me. Because I'm big on energy. And it's like, the more in touch I get with myself, the more aware I become of energy that's being wasted. So I just prefer not to waste my energy on people. And that's it. Things take time. What is your biggest pet peeve? I would say that my biggest pet peeve is when people don't put things back how they found them. For instance, it could be the smallest little thing, like to everyone else. They might think, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Actually, yes, it is. It is that big of a deal. You left the top off the soap in the bathroom, or leaving the toilet seat up when it should be down. Little things like that. Leaving things open that you found closed, leaving things closed that you found open. I think things should just be put back to how they were. Okay, so this is a nice question. It says, do you prefer the city or the country? Now, funny enough, like, I live now closer to the city, but I have been saying for years, I just want to live in a house like Courage the Cowardly Dog. If you know, you know. Courage the Cowardly Dog on Cartoon Network. Where I'm just in a house like by myself, not by myself, like obviously with my family, but kind of like in the countryside, and I have like a garden and animals and nature. I just feel like the closer to the city I am, the less of nature I'm able to see. And I'm a nature girly, so like, countryside all day. Like I would love to have a country home. When I retire, I would love to just live in the countryside. I could drive to whoever wants to see me or whoever I want to see, but I just want to be out of sight, out of mind. That's just how I am as a person, I guess. What is your favorite value in friends? Loyalty, honesty, trust. Because I mean, if your friends aren't loyal or you can't trust them or they're not honest, then they're not your friends. I have had so many friends growing up. I outgrew people, people outgrew me, you know, life goes on. But I just feel like I'm such a, that type of friend, like a go to my grave with your information type of friend. Like, even when people do me wrong or even when people have tried to put me out there or make me feel bad with something that I'm told them before in the past, I can't bring myself to blurt out their information to get even. You know, like I'm just not like that. I guess I'm the type of friend that I would want for myself. So when I pick my friends, I just pick people that have similar characteristics. And most times I don't even pick my friends. I let my friends pick me. And if we resonate, we resonate. If we don't, we don't. I have a lot of acquaintances and people do know me, but I only have very few friends. And that's the truth. And I consider my friends to be the people that kind of give me the same energy and vibes that I give them. They reciprocate what I bring to the table. That's a friend. What are your life goals? Okay, my life goals, I guess I just want to be successful in everything I do. And the ultimate goal in this life that I have is to not work for anyone. I don't want to work for anyone. I don't want to contribute to someone else's dream. I would love to work for myself. I've always had an entrepreneurial mentality, and that doesn't mean that I can't work for anyone. Of course, like, you know, I have to do what I have to do to take care of my family. So I do work for someone at the moment. But the ultimate goal, the ultimate life goal, is that I would love to work for myself, have a job where I could make passive income while I travel the world, and just know that I'm secure in what I'm doing. Obviously, people hold on to jobs when they need to because jobs pay bills, they get you by. But I would like to have an early retirement, living in that house I spoke about earlier in the countryside, enjoying nature. I think in life, sometimes people forget to live. And I got this advice from this older lady, true story. Because I always used to gravitate towards like people that were older than me because I just feel like they're very knowledgeable and they have so much to share. But she was in her 80s and I was about maybe 15, 16 at the time. And she told me, she was like, honey, and I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, please don't forget to live. She said, I'm 80 something, I can't remember the exact age, years old. I knew she was in her 80s though. And while I have had a very successful life in terms of working and stuff, you blink your eyes and your life just passes you by. She said, please don't forget to live, because often people that have life forget to live. And that really hit home for me. Like, and I just remember thinking, if I have a job that allows me to make money passively, I started this YouTube channel. I want to be a lifestyle vlogger, do that type of content, but I also would like to be a travel blogger, which it does state on my channel. And it's because I just always dreamed of taking my camera along and just maybe spinning a wheel and picking a place and going. And that's just my dream. My dream is to just travel, get paid to travel, and then that way I'm in a good place financially and I am also living my dream. So I'm living. So that way I'm doing both. So I have always took the advice of this lady because I'm just like, you know what? I do need to live. Sometimes I do hear that in my mind, like, are you taking enough time to live? Are you overworking yourself? Are you overexerting yourself? I don't wish to overexert myself. You know, I just want to live my best life. Well, that brings me to the next question. What is your biggest fear? So, true story, my biggest fear is to die without living first. Obviously, we know that everyone can't live forever, but that's why what the lady said resonated with me so much. I don't want to die without living first. Like, you know, I want to be able to say, you know what, I lived. I had a good life, and I have things to show for it. And whatever. What books have changed your life? Okay, so I would say a book that changed my life is The Secret. I really like that book. I also have another book. I won't say that this book has changed my life yet because I am still reading it, but it's called Working Hard, Hardly Working, How to Achieve More, Stress Less, and Feel Fulfilled by Grace Beverly. And I'll just share a little bit about this book because this is what I'm reading now. Actually, I'm rereading it now because I have already read it. But then I got halfway and then I just kind of put it to the side and I couldn't pick up where I left off because it had been that long. So I just started it over from the beginning. But it basically says, in Working Hard, Hardly Working, entrepreneur Grace Beverly reflects on our new working world, where every hobby can be a hustle and social media is the lens through which we view ourselves and others, and offers a fresh take on how to create your own balance, be more productive, and feel fulfilled. Insightful, curious, and refreshingly honest, this book will open your eyes to what you want from your life and work, and then help you chart a path to get there. I like self-help books, so for me, any book that's gonna help me to be more productive or, I guess, transform my life in a way that's beneficial, to change my thought process from negative to positive, then I'm down to do that. What is the first thing you notice about people? That's interesting. And I would have to say the first thing that I notice about people is their energy. Like, give me 5 minutes, not even, probably 3 minutes, and I'm gonna suss out some good or bad energy. That's just me. And if it's bad, I'm gonna find some excuse or reason to get far away from that conversation because I don't want to take on any negative energy that is going to affect me in a way that is not going to benefit me in the long run. Which brings me to the next question. What is something that you wish people knew about you? Now, this is a bit of a sticky one because I do wish people knew this about me. However, knowing that they knew affects me as well. But I wish people knew that I have anxiety. And this is why I like to advocate on people's behalves because it's like anxiety is not easy to deal with. In Bermuda, they never really made a big deal about anxiety. It wasn't until I came to the UK that I started to really deal with my mental health. But if people understood my anxiety, I think that it would help them to understand me, if that makes sense. Which I will be doing videos later on about mental health and stuff like that, mental health awareness. That is in my plans. So I'm gonna make this my final question. What inspires you? What inspires me is success, like goals. I'm inspired by positive vibes, positive energy. People living out their dreams. That is inspirational to me. When people could just say, you know what, I'm gonna go and chase this dream. And the world doesn't have to understand why that's the dream you're chasing. It's your dream. It is your dream to chase. So you don't have to stop and explain why you made the decision that you made. It's your dream and you're chasing it. And to me, that's inspirational. Seeing people living out their dreams and chasing their dreams. So if you guys enjoyed my video and would like to see more, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.